What do possession movies like The Exorcist, The Possession, Conjuring and Annabelle have in common? They don't have Russell Crowe.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I don't know yet, Russell. Let's just check this out. Hello and welcome to another video here at Movie Mash, and today we're going to talk about The Pope's Exorcist. But before I carry on, hit the subscribe button and show us some love. Thanks. So The Pope's Exorcist, starring Russell Crowe and directed by Julius Avery, who also directed Overlord back in 2018 and a recent Samaritan with Sylvester Stallone. So Russell Crowe is playing an Italian priest who also is the top exorcist in the Vatican. I think his name is Father Gabriel. And he has to go and do an exorcism on this young child who has been possessed by a demon, and not only any old demon, but this is a real bad demon who could possibly bring down the Catholic Church. So he's been sent by the Pope. Now Russell Crowe also has some past demons of his own that he also has to face at the same time, and together he has to do it all. Now, was it any good? Right, so I only heard about this film like a couple of months ago, and I thought, how did this go under the radar without me even knowing about it? How did this slip past me? I mean, this is Russell Crowe. I really like Russell Crowe. And it just passed me. So I thought maybe it's a sleeper hit. Maybe we don't know. Then it came out last weekend with Mario, which I was like, oh, that's a bad sign. But it's got Russell Crowe, and I'm still hoping it's a sleeper hit. But the fact that it came out at the same time without any buzz, zero, nothing, not a poster, nowhere about it, I was a bit concerned. So going in to see it, did I enjoy it? It wasn't bad. It wasn't as good as it could be, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it might be, if that makes sense. It's okay. But the standout part of this is Russell Crowe. This guy can really act. I mean, look, I'm just going to jump into the positives before I go in, because this is just positive, right? So Russell Crowe, he's a really good actor. And I find that when I watch a movie with Russell Crowe in it, after a few seconds of seeing Russell Crowe, I now believe he's the character he's playing. And this is a character I've never seen him kind of play for. He's playing an older priest, an Italian priest. Now, look, I'm not Italian. I'm not Spanish. So when he's doing an Italian accent, it sounds authentic to me. I don't know if it is, because for people who are Italian, you probably let me know in the comments if you felt like it was a real good Italian accent. Now, he's speaking fluently in Italian in this movie and Spanish. And for this part, to do that much, it wasn't just a little bit, it was quite a lot. And it seemed real kind of natural to him doing it. So for him to do all that, he was great. Now, apart from what I was saying about the accent, excuse me, the accent and what he was saying, is that he was really good on this movie. I mean, he really felt like he was funny, he was serious. I really believed he was this priest. Now, after watching this movie, I found out this is based on a real priest, like The Conjuring. That he has real exorcism stories, so there's possibly going to be a few more, depending on, I suppose, how well this movie does. But it's supposed to be a few more, I reckon. But I will say, because it's him and the way he was on this movie, it would be enough for me to go and see it now. Now, apart from that, I will say the child who was on this, his name is Peter D'Souza, and he's a young child, and I think he did a good enough job. Now, you don't really hear him much because there's a voiceover. It's a demon voiceover, and I will say that his voice sounded like one of the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. It's just every time he spoke, to me, it sounded like one of the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings.
The priest! Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys!
But still, pretty decent. He did a good enough job, so, you know, your film is only as good as the bad guy, and I felt like he was bad enough. So yeah, I mean, in a good way. So yeah, for that it was fine. All the acting all around them, apart from Russell Crowe, which was great, they're all pretty good. So there was no that. Now the cinematography is good, and the locations is really nice. So all of that is great. The story, as I say, there isn't much. It's a basic Exorcist story, and this is going to bring me into the negatives. So with the story, it's a basic exorcism story, which has been done. I mean, look, the exorcism I mean, The Exorcist stole this. This was the beginning, but it's been done a lot since. And it doesn't bring anything new to the table as such when it comes to this. I was hoping it would do something different, something new, but it was pretty basic. Now, as I said with Russell Crowe on this movie, who is fantastic, I reckon. If you took him out of this movie, would it be as good? No, but it still would be okay. It still would be all right. It wouldn't be nothing special, but you would still say, yeah, it wasn't a bad time and that was fine. But with Russell Crowe in this, it made it a lot better for me. I mean, it really did. And whether you're a Russell Crowe fan or not, watching him do this, it's really worth doing. So for that alone, I reckon you should go and see it. Now, I don't really think that this will do well at the movies because there's been 0 bars. I don't understand. Do the companies not have faith in it? I don't know. I hope it does. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to this because of Russell Crowe's performance alone. I can't praise him enough on it. But look, I just want to know, it's just a quick review, just quick thoughts on what I thought of this movie. I do recommend that you go and see it. Well, I recommend that you wait maybe for streaming if you don't want to waste your money on something because it's average. But Russell Crowe's performance. Now, I'm going to ask you, what do you think? Did you like it? Do you hate it? Have you seen it? Do you like Russell Crowe? If there's any Italians that are watching this, please let me know in the comments. Do you think his accent is authentic? Because to me, it sounded pretty bang on. Let us know in the comments below and like and subscribe as per usual. Show some love. But for now, and until next time,